Hello everybody, welcome to another Transformers third party review. In today's video, thanks to the team over at SHOCKWAVE, we're taking a look at the Bingo Toys BT-01 Wave Man. This is their take on the Bumblebee movie, Shockwave. Really nice kind of artwork on the box there, very simplistic box. We've got Bingo Toys on the side, another very glitchy looking image on the back there. Love the purple they've used for the packaging. Let's crack him open. And here we have him out of his plastic prison. Oh, he looks sensational. Gorgeous looking piece. Again, like other videos that I've done where the character is purple, they do show up slightly differently on film, so I'm going to have to grade this afterwards to get the colour to match as closely as possible. Isn't it strange that some colours are perfect, but then purple seems to be one that just kind of fluctuates depending on the camera, but he looks sensational. Now, on paper, Bingo Toys are a new company, but don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure they're along the same sort of lines as Black Mamba, and that from the same sort of factory. I'm sure of that, but hey, this is actually really good. It's better than the Soundwave that was released. There's a lot more to this guy. It's bigger, more hench, there's more heft to him, but he is a very decent looking figure. Really does an outstanding job of capturing that likeness from the film. The sculpt, the detailing, all very well done indeed. Just love the detailing around the chest. That's an incredibly good look for Shockwave. I actually think how he looked in the Bumblebee movie, albeit for that very short time period, was a great homage to his original character. Got lots of amazing detailing going on around the legs. I love that kind of rusted effect that they've got going on as well. It's not the cleanest of figures, and I like that. I think the thing that kind of separates him from the other oversized kind of movie figures is his posability. I mean, he stands with such a solid foot base and lots of articulation. I mean, I'm not the most original when it comes to posing. I just want to show you how well balanced he is. I love that we have this really kind of piercing LED in the eye, and it's all done by magnets. There's magnets on his gun, and if I just tap that on there like that, so you can salute and turn his own eye light on and off. Gorgeous looking piece. Let's see how he looks with some of the other movie figures. For a scale comparison, here we have a kind of a B-movie family portrait. We've got Shockwave next to Soundwave, and we've got the 3A Bumblebee there. That's the deluxe size. And then we've also got the King Bee Knight. That's the one there in front of Soundwave. He's actually an oversized version of the Transcraft Beetle. So I will be reviewing him, but that's actually a really good scale, isn't it? My biggest gripe about Transcraft was the size and how fiddly it was. So now we get a bigger version of him, which does look sensational along with these. Although it does make kind of Shockwave look a little bit too pastel in colour. Now, accessory wise, we get his gun, which can be mounted on either of those arms, and that hose that comes off. We also get a kind of matrix of leadership. This is a die cast with this kind of translucent plastic in the middle. It does actually fit in his chest. I'm not sure why Shockwave would support the matrix, but it's an option. And we get this little foam pads, a couple of little foam pads here. Again, not really sure what they're for. Haven't seen anything in the instructions about them, but the instructions are a little bit vague to say the least, but really nice solid piece, isn't he? Articulation is not vastly different to something you would expect from like the 3.0 or 3A statues, although this die does transform. We've got head movement up, down, left and right. We've got antenna movement there, so you can adjust those as you see fit. We've got up and down on the shoulders. There's a rotational swivel here. There is a bend here as well. These can move so they don't get hindered by the side. There is a bend on the elbow and a secondary bend on the elbow, which can bring the arm all the way forwards. Fully articulated hands. We have waist rotation. We have an abdominal crunch. Really nice abdominal crunch there as well. Love that you do that, and you can actually lock the waist in by pushing and tabbing this in. We'll do that for part of the transformation. Coming around to the legs, we have hip skirts to the front, we have them to the side and to the rear, although the rear, they're kind of just there. They don't really move up any higher than that. They're designed to kind of just hold the legs into position, but they come all the way forwards. You can actually rock them on this hinge here. See that one underneath the crotch? So we can bring the leg even further kind of forwards and even further back. That really helps when you do the double jointed bend on the knee. There's a swivel up here. We've got not one, but two bends on that knee. And then we have rotation on those feet. They're ball mounted. So we do have left, right, up and down. And we can get a really kind of nice pivot on there as well. So we have that rocking hinge just above the ankle and no real hindrance. Although we have these nice kind of big skirt pieces here, they don't really hinder the feet at all. We've got some toe motion and nothing on that heel. But all in all, Shocky has a lot going for him. I don't know, there's just something about him that separates him from the other bots. Yes, it's only logical that he's going to become my favourite from the franchise. Now let's get our one-eyed, two-horned, flying purple people eater transformed. You want to just compress these antennae so they sit flat. This chest panel here is going to come away, and that's where we can store the matrix. You see that slot right there? Head is going to come in and rotate, and it's going to then close back off. Come to this back panel. Let's remove the hose. This here is going to come and close. These will then come off, and there's a latch peg just there. This is going to come up and over and just tab in. Same with this side. Lift that up, bring that up and over until it tabs in. These can then come down on either side. We can disengage the cannon from those hands. Oh, there we go. And you can see what we've done here with the actual hands themselves. They literally compress up like so. Fold the thumb in as well, compress those up, and this panel on the side of the hand opens up, and then they can flip around and in and then close back off again. So we're left with something that looks like that. We can then move this up to the top. It's going to go here. This panel here is going to come around, oh, like so, and there is a tab just here on the inside which lines up with that part. So again, on this side, bring that up, lift this, rotate the upper bicep, bring that around like so, and then compress and tab this piece. Bring in the gun, open up. These are magnetic, which I think is freaking awesome. You want to slide this in here, slide this in on this side, and if we look here, this can go in, should line up, and these should tab in on there like so, and same on this side, just square up, line in and tab like so, and that's all going to hold together nicely. The waist is going to rotate all the way around. These are then going to come up. These again are going to give us some room. I'm going to rotate like so, and turning them back on themselves. You see they've now got a tab here, so we can slide that under, and that's going to push and tab those in. That basically locks that waist into place. Open up the back of the leg and split these front panels. This is going to move backwards on itself, and that should, he says, line up. There we go, just push that in, making sure that this is as kind of straight as we're going to get it. Now we're going to do something different with this leg though. Again, open it up like we did the first leg. So bending that down away from the knee and splitting these panels like so. Allow this panel here to drop down like so, but this time that's going to actually line up with the panel already hanging down. So we push and tab them in, and then when they're together, this is going to come back in, and that's going to just lock those back ones into position. Let's rotate this back piece here. Come on, round you go. There we go, like so. And then using the same hinge that we used on this side, line this one up, push and secure that in. That's in, yeah, and then this one's actually going to come in, and that's going to tab on top of that leg piece, which is already on the back of this leg. That's going to push and secure into position. And then finally we've got these small tabs on the legs, which you want to just pop in, and those will lock into position. And here we have him in his gun mode, or upside down submarine, whatever you want to call it. It's not bad. Again, there's not really a great deal involved with the transformation, just making sure things twist and tab into the right positions. But yeah, that's a pretty decent looking gun mode, I think. It looks like Shockwave, it sounds like Shockwave. In all essences, it's Shockwave in everything but his name. I mean, that's a good size. It's a pretty better size than the original, the kind of G1. This is kind of more, I don't know, maybe alien in appearance as opposed to like Galaxy Man. But all in all, very nice piece, very solid. Probably the best out of these third/fourth party oversized movie figures. This one definitely stands leaps and bounds, in my opinion, ahead of the others, especially in build quality. Very, very impressed indeed. Cannot wait to get, is it Mega Tank? The Megatron that's coming, to see how that fares with these. Really looking forward to that. I believe Shozi are getting a sample and sending it through. And include a link in the description below where this can be purchased. I'll include a couple of pictures just at the end here so you can see the detail of him in his bot mode. And until next time, for myself and the rest of the Collectables household, thank you all very much for watching. Good